Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and Premier Doug Ford were among the dignitaries on hand this past Tuesday to announce that Asahi Kasei Corporation will partner with Honda to build Canada's first ever lithium battery separator plant in Port Colborne.
This plant will be the first large-scale separator plant in the country, making our EV supply chain even stronger here in Canada. This is what fairness looks like for every generation, with good jobs and good careers for generations to come.
Your $1.6 billion investment, along with your planned multi-billion-dollar investment for future phases, is going to boost job creation across our mining, auto, and manufacturing sectors. It's going to strengthen our homegrown electric vehicle supply chain and help ensure that all the components needed for the cars of the future are made in Ontario by Ontario workers from start to finish.
As you might expect, the reaction was overwhelmingly positive from those in attendance. All were quick to credit the team-first approach that was taken to secure the investment.
We lobbied hard. We came forward with incentives with the EV tax credit, which was introduced in this year's budget. The credits that were introduced in last year's budget in 23. The province came forward with a menu of incentives. The region came forward. The municipality came forward. But ultimately, yes, that's nice that they get incentives, and they probably get similar incentives across the world. But I think what did it here is our location. Within a 1 day's drive of over 44% of North America's annual income, we were right here. Again, with the Niagara Port's multimodal trade corridor, they have access to the canal, the St. Lawrence Seaway, the Great Lakes. They have access to short and mainline rail. They have access to a road network as well as the airports, both in not only here in Niagara, but also in Hamilton and Toronto. So with that network, as well as our location, they decided to come here in the city of Port Colborne.
Sites in Europe and the United States were in the running for the separator plant before Asahi Kasei settled on Port Colborne.
Well, we began working from the province with Asahi Kasei about a year ago, and our job was to bring them into Ontario. And then it's up to all of the regions. We show the regions what's available, what we have coming in as a prospect. They sign non-disclosures, and of all the places that we showed, Niagara region really very quickly bubbled up to the top, and you could see that Mayor Steele, Regional Chair Bradley, both were on this in a very deep way, along with the Economic Development Department in Port Colborne. Spectacular job, head and shoulders above others.
The plant will be built on 200 acres of land near Highway 140, and it's hoped it will be fully operational by 2027.
You're talking about a massive amount of machinery that's going to be going into this site. You're going to have people to service that machinery. You're going to need people to supply parts for those machines, and we're going to be seeing spin-off requirements in local manufacturers as well. So I think you're going to see a lot of expanded opportunities for other companies coming into this space. We know there's a lot of components that go into the EV battery and then also the car as a whole, and we're going to be seeing, I believe, this as an anchor bringing more and more of those projects here. So stay tuned for more good news in the coming years.
Every job these guys create really creates 5 jobs outside. So this is thousands of jobs, not just in that plant, but all across Port Colborne, Niagara, and Ontario. This will bring their suppliers closer to their plant. This will bring more business to Ontario, and it will be a catalyst for more EV battery companies to come to Canada, work with our automotive makers. You see Welland seeing a good resurgence with their new plant there that are going to make frames for electric vehicles. So, I mean, Niagara's really setting the table for being a leader in the EV sector.
In Niagara, you're watching The Source on your TV.
Thank you to Asahi Kasei.